Hi, my name's Cassie and I'm here and I'm going to teach you how to do a Loki Baron Odin or a Loki makeup tutorial. I haven't posted very many videos, so I'm not exactly camera friendly. So basically what you want to do is you want to clean your skin first with something like this. It actually does do the job. It's somewhat of alcohol in it. It does help, and it also helps get rid of the blemishes too. You want to press hard, especially on the nose. Kind of stinks too, so you're gonna need a fan on or something. There. That works. For number 2, Loki's face is extremely pale, so you're going to need something that's about your skin type, and just in case with the little blemishes, you want to get this. See, I have oily skin, so this is for oily skin, and it's about my type. But after you put this on, you want to get something from New York City called a cover stick. It's really good. Helps a lot. You don't have to add too much of this, actually. It's kind of liquidy, so you're going to need a lot more of the cover stick than you are of the actual liquid form of the foundation. I'm actually looking in a mirror because I can't trust the computer. You want to really spread it out. Definitely try and look for a makeup that doesn't have oil in it, so that way your skin can breathe. So that way, whenever it gets too hot or anything, it won't just melt right off. You really do want that kind of makeup that's actually good for your skin. I'd say CoverGirl is a little pricey. Health Medicine from Walmart is a little pricey. I'd have to say probably Maybelline is probably the best. It is pricey though, but it's definitely worth it because you can go on something called goodhousekeeping.com and it can tell you what the best product is, because customers actually go on there, test the products, and then put down their ratings as to how good it is. And after that, you want to put some on your lips too, because he's got small lips. And you can actually use the cover stick for that more, because this obviously isn't going to cut it. Now, Loki's nose is a little straight, so what you want to do for the powder foundation is that you want to get something that is actually your skin type, and then a different powder form that's lighter. I'll show you. This powder form, it looks pretty white on the screen, but if you point it like that, it's a little tan. This powder is a little bit lighter. I'll show you. See? A little bit lighter. There's a bit of a difference. See? This one you want to put on your nose, so that way the light reflects on your nose and it looks like you have a straight nose. If you want something to disappear, you want to put it in a darker shade. If you want something to pop out, then you put it in a lighter shade. So, such as cheekbones. Tom Hiddleston has freakishly pointed cheekbones. I would not be the least bit surprised if he used to be a woman. I'm going to put this on your eyes. New York City cover stick. Definitely helps. I'm just doing this late at night. I'm probably going to end up washing it off when I'm done. He has extremely soft skin. It's actually kind of cool. Every girl's dream is to get played by a 6'2" British guy. Now you gotta admit, he is pretty cute in a freakish kind of way. He kind of looks more like a woman than he actually does a man. Okay, so now that we've got that, small lips, of course, what you want to do, and this is actually kind of fun, is take a pair of scissors, and this is specifically for just outlining your lip. Take a pair of scissors, right, and top just the top off like that. Now you've got it like this. So now you can use the cover stick on your bottom lip to make yourself your lip look very small, like this. And then just tap that. And do the same for the top if you can. This gives a sharp edge look. There. Ta-da! Smaller lips. Okay, now for the powder. Now, you're really not going to like this, but it has to be done. This is called a kabuki brush. Yes, you need it. Because it's a little bit pricey, but there's something that about this brush, how it's shaved, that really makes whatever kind of powder you put on look extremely natural, and actually is kind of impressive. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and first use this dark powder, or this not dark powder but more tan. It's called porcelain, and it's number 110. Yep. For this New York City one, it's, I can't find a number. It says a 701A. Look for that on the back. Alright, let me just brush this everywhere. Kind of difficult with the fan. I brush it all over your nose, your face, your cheekbones, and don't worry, you'll be able to highlight the areas that you want with the lighter powder. We're going to do that later. Be sure to get under the jaw too, and I will teach you about darkening process, which is actually going to help a lot with the highlighting. Okay, looks good. Also, brush your kabuki brush, and now do the same thing with the light, but don't use the kabuki brush for the light powder. Instead, use this usual. Okay, pat your nose, cheeks, and probably the chin just a little bit. If you want something to disappear, like I said, you gotta make it lighter. If you want something to go away, then use the kabuki brush to kind of make it look natural. You see how my nose looks a little straighter? Plastic surgery in 5 minutes. Alright, now that that's done, here's something else you're going to want to know. In order to basically make your cheekbones even more higher, which is like that high, what you want to do is you want to get something that's a little bit light, not too dark, but just a little tan, kind of lightish brown, the lightest brown you can possibly find, but not of a powder, of an eyeshadow. And then what you want to do is you want to use this kind of brush. It's kind of tilted like this, it's for your cheekbones. And what you want to do when you're using this kind of brush, I'm going to really get it in there, tap it. I'm going to start from the ear and end down right about here where your cheekbone is, right about under your eye. I'm going to start from right there, kind of sweep down a little bit. This way it's not too dark, it's not too shocking, it makes it look kind of natural almost. There you go. So that way when you're facing somebody you can really see it, but when you turn sideways you can't see it very well, and that's what you want. You want it to make it look as naturally as possible in between not natural and natural, so that way you can basically make people stop in their tracks. Do the same with the other eye. Do right above here, the top of the ear. Yes, I just previously dyed my hair, that's why it looks weird. Top of the ear, down and stop under the cheekbone, and all you have to do is do that a few times until you feel that it's about the right shade that you want it to be, like this. There you go. Looks about good. If you want to sweep it down for a more firm jawline, then that's good. Usually I don't. After that, here's something that you might find very interesting. Mascara. Surprisingly, Loki has very thick eyebrows. So here's what you want to do with the mascara. It's kind of clever and tricky. You want to put the mascara on your eyebrows. Yes, I said your eyebrows. Trust me, it works. Do this. It makes it look naturally thinner just overnight. It's incredible. Love it. I use it often. Loki has very thick eyebrows, and I try to make mine look as thick as his, but not too thick. Let's see. Do up like this. Try not to do it too close, and yeah, if you want every now and then, you probably is best to pluck them, but just pluck them right about here in line with your nose. Try not to do it too thin. There's really nothing bad about having thick eyebrows. It's actually considered a natural beauty to have thick eyebrows. Yeah. Why not embrace what you're born with? And you're born that way, so you should love it. So, Loki, thick eyebrows, yay! Okay, so here's to make it even look a little bit more natural. You want to use the tan powder and the kabuki brush, and at least wait until 10 minutes maybe, and then come back, and you have to make sure the mascara on your eyebrows is dry, and then come back and go over a small sweep with them, so that way they're not kind of out there, they're just kind of blended in a little bit, look more natural. See how this one's a little bit more different than the other one? How I learned this is one word: YouTube. Yes. I'm a hypocrite right now. Anyways, after that, you don't really need to reshape your lips because they're already kind of small and pale on. Looks kind of weird. Here's the fun part. How to make things magically disappear. Okay. If you want to make something disappear, use a bit of a darker brown. Don't pay attention to this about this. This kind of brown. Because it'll definitely help. It'll make things look darker, more blended in. What you want to do in order to create that firm jawline is to go, and this isn't actually a kabuki brush or anything. This is something called a widespread blend brush. You can find these sorts of things in sets, you can find them alone, but don't worry, it's okay, because brushes actually do make a difference. They really do. What you want to do is you really want to blend this in into your neck too. You can use the kabuki brush to only blend it in, but when it comes to actually putting it on, only use the blend brush. Then you want to do the other side. And start from just above the earlobe and along the jawline, and this way it'll give you that pointed jaw, as you can see, starting to take its shape, which is good. Blend it down a little bit, might help. Probably best if you don't use too much, but just enough to where it looks like you have a very firm jawline, and that looks right about. Use the kabuki brush to blend it in even more. Probably best if you do this. Don't go in circles. Always go up and down and blend it into your neck like this. And I believe we are done. And that is the Loki, and of course you've got the hair though, but that's the Loki look. Have fun, tons of practice, and remember, brushes do make a difference. A little bit money wise, but if you want the look, you gotta get the brush. They actually do make a difference. So have fun cosplaying, and always remain true to yourself. Oh, and by the way, don't ever listen to anybody. If they tell you something's wrong with you, don't listen to them. You were born perfect. Stay that way.